Frank, a disappointing evening. Your reaction?
Yeah, disappointing to lose. Good team. One of those teams that people have got to respect them when they come here. They're a good footballing team with real quality. We saw that in their goals and probably the difference in the game. Other parts, but we had some good chances too. You don't take them. They scored just before half time. We don't score just after half time. So disappointing to lose a game, but I think Leicester are a good side and we have to respect them for that. And a little bit off it today. The game conspired a bit. Our chances, a few injuries in the game. So I think most weeks I try and stand here and tell the truth. And even after Fulham last week, I was a bit didn't really like the second half today. I liked the spirit of the team. They kept fighting, but wasn't to be today.
And you say about the chance, I was going to ask about that. Obviously, a chance for Alex early on, a chance for Dom early on in the second half. They're the fine margins, aren't they?
They are, and they're probably the best chances of the game, possibly. I know they had a lot of chances, but typically we're very resolute and we make it difficult for teams to get clear chances against us when we can. And it was one of those days, as I say. And we knew behind the scenes that the quality team that they are, the table was pretty false in terms of where they're at because they're a good team with a lot of quality, and we didn't match their quality at the top end of the pitch today, and sometimes that can be the difference.
You spoke before the game about consistency is what separates the best sides. Is that something that's obviously key? A lot of teams are searching, but especially your team, because you see how impressive we were against Palace, and not our night tonight. Yeah,
that's why we are where we are at the moment. We had a tough season last year. We all know that. And finished in a great way, but once the dust settles, you understand where you're at. Changes to the squad, fighting to get better. I've never seen that story be a simple one, where you put teams like Leicester to the sword, and then the next week you do this and you do this. Sometimes you get tested. Today we got tested and we came just short in terms of the result. We have to go again.
I don't know, you never sugarcoat things, but to be fair to you, throughout the highs and nights like tonight, throughout the season, you've always maintained we're building, it's work in progress. So disappointing as tonight is that important to remember?
Yeah, I want to tell people how to think, but if anyone doesn't see that, who's part of us now, with the realism, then I don't think they're quite at reality, because the reality is, what I keep talking about, even after Palace. Can we go again and keep producing that sort of stuff? It takes a while to get to that sometimes. So, yeah, I'm not a sugarcoater. As I say, some teams, managers might want to spin it and say things. I don't feel terrible about that, especially the application of the players today. But it's a game that just shows us that on a lot of levels, in terms of our work on the training pitch and how we approach games and the players we got there as a club, there's room for improvement, and that was always going to be the case.
Just a quick word on Vitali. It seems one of the positive performances tonight, just how he continues to grow as a player.
It was brilliant. An individual with power and quality and defensive attributes and joining in. I thought he was fantastic today, but a real plus.
And just the injuries, I know it's very early on, but any early indications on Idrissa and Dom?
Scans for them both. Hamstring Dom, Idrissa the top of his quad. Anana had a problem, had to come off at half time. He was like that, another 10 minutes or so, and he had a problem with his ankle, so they're probably all having scans for Monday.
Just next couple of days to find out.
Yeah.
And is the fact that we've got 2 games against Bournemouth, one on Tuesday, a chance to bounce back quickly? Is that a welcome thing from?
But that's what it is. That's what the league is, isn't it? And what the schedule brings you. Chances to go again. Hard place to go. And we go there twice. We just have to prepare right for the game, both games, and try and do the best.
For what you can say to us, I know it's obviously different inside the change room, but what would be the key messages to your players going into those 2 games?
We'll get their heads up from this one for sure, straight away, because this can happen against teams of the quality of Leicester, no doubt. So get our heads up and go again, just to think about the next game and apply ourselves in the right way for it.